everybody? I'm Stevie Ray.
And I'm Amber.
And this is Dip, your weekly podcast for anything and everything video game anime related.
We're going to be talking about episode 2 of Shield Hero.
Oh, yeah. Thanks again, everybody, for another podcast, another night. Go ahead, like, subscribe, follow all the social medias. We're there. We're somewhere you like to be. Go ahead, check us out. Also, go ahead and check out Teespring. Oh, I've been realizing that I've been sending this all wrong. I've been telling y'all the wrong link. I'll just put it in the show notes. I'll put it in the description on YouTube, or I'll put it in the show notes, on, whatever, wherever you listen to the podcast. If you want to support, go ahead, check out the merch shop. We appreciate it. Do whatever you can. And if you can't do that, that's fine. That's okay.
We understand.
Go ahead and leave a 5-star review, though, if you feel we deserve it and you enjoyed your time here at Dip Down Games and Anime. It just helps out with the exposure of the show. It lets people know that we're doing something right, and it just bumps us up the chart.
Yeah.
The chart. So, thanks again. Amber, what's up? How you doing? What's going on with you?
Doing good, doing good. I mean, it was a rough start to the morning, a little bit of a rough start. Wasn't expecting to get up at 6 o'clock this morning. So that was rough. But, got the coffees, got the foods, and doing a lot better. How about you?
I'm doing my thing. I just realized that the large robot effect was on, but I didn't hear large robot. Oh, here it is. My bad.
What?
The effect was on, but it wasn't altering our voice, so I was kind of confused by that.
Okay. Well, I mean, it works.
It works.
So, I don't know.
Nothing much, though, to answer your question. Just kind of doing my thing still. It's just been really trying to push the podcast wherever I can. Friends, family, social medias, all that stuff.
Good.
I've been going everywhere and anywhere to just let people know the word and to spread the word of Dip Down. But other than that, I'm doing good, man. It's a Saturday. We're having a good time. We did wake up a little bit to some weirdness, but that's okay. Everything has been cool, smooth, and I got no complaints, man.
Yeah. It's been a smooth day other than the crazy morning. That's it. So hopefully it just continues to be smooth. I like smooth days. And Saturdays being smooth is always the best.
Smooth Saturday.
Smooth Saturday. Oh, yeah.
So, Shield Hero, episode 2. Go ahead.
Yep, there we go.
I done a lot of talking. Well, what are your thoughts? What are you feeling? What questions do you have? Just walk us through what's going on in your brain.
I got some questions through there. How we ended last podcast was we saw this mysterious lady pop up there at the end of the episode, and she was like, so I need you to kill me. So this whole thing ends, we're assuming, with the turtle. The tortoise.
Oh, the
tortoise.
spirit
I don't know if
turtle?
it's offensive, but the tortoise.
Did they say tortoise? Or
They
say turtle?
say they kind of change it up, and they say like spirit turtle sometimes, I think, but I know they've called it a tortoise. I'm not sure, but yeah, and so that's how it ended. And so we saw her again, and we went into this like meeting of all like the generals and stuff like that. And we saw her pop up in that meeting because they meet up to discuss like, so what are we going to do about this big guy causing trouble? What are we going to do? They're all meeting up for that. And she pops in there and she's like, everybody thinks they know her, but we find out that she's actually a human familiar for the turtle dude, turtle spirit,
Turncoat.
tortoise, that guy. And
Turncoat.
so, yeah. So she's been working with him the whole time.
What was it? Aurora or something like that? It was like 2 words. It was like Aurora or something. It was tough.
It was rough because it sounded to me like they said it differently both times. And so I had no idea. I struggle with just normal names. And so you throw in like a different kind of name and I'm like, I don't know.
Real quick, if you don't mind me asking you.
Yeah.
So before she jumped in and before they were talking, she exposed who she was. All the commanders were in that room, and they're just like, we should do this, we should do that, we should rush in.
Right.
We need the heroes, we don't need nobody. What are your thoughts? What if you were at the round table, and you were trying to instruct and choreograph. You're trying to just come up with some plan to take out this tortoise.
Yes.
What are you feeling?
How do you take out the total? Is that what you're asking?
How are you taking out the total? Are you waiting for the heroes? Are you going in with just the shield and you're like, nah, I don't need.
None of y'all. We got the best army in town.
So I mean, I guess it kind of depends on like who am I in this scenario, you know? Like, am I working with the shield hero? You know, like if I got the opportunity to work with the shield hero, I mean, I feel pretty confident.
So you going in with one of the heroes? You're not going in by yourself.
No,
Like what your army?
I don't think I would. No, I mean, they all know who he is, and they know like what the you know the legends of like what they're supposed to be doing there. You know, they know that the shield hero and the other heroes, they're all there to take care of the waves, I guess mostly. But then they also introduced that there's apparently some other heroes that came from other worlds and everything, so they're supposed to be there too. And so that was like another issue with it is
The
like where are these
7-star
guys?
heroes.
You know, so apparently there's all sorts of these heroes that came from other worlds that are supposed to be handling business. And so I just feel like if I was just this like general on the side and everything, even though I got a whole bunch of people and stuff, I feel like I'd be like, you know, I think I need to have like at least one of these guys on my side or something. You know, it seems like why are all these heroes coming? I feel like we need to work with someone. So I think I'd want to specifically work with the shield hero because all the other heroes, they're just not like even showing up to the meetings.
You're not trying to roll with the spear hero.
No, I mean, dude's not even showing up to the meetings. Like, if you can't even like,
It's beneath them, man. It's not has nothing to do with the waves.
well, if you can't even rely on the guy to show up for some meetings and stuff like that, I mean, you know, like
I know, Shan. I
yeah,
don't want to
you
contradict
know?
myself. I know last episode I said I would be there to take care of what I need to take care of. So
Yeah,
I'm just
but,
giving you a little heat.
yeah,
That's all.
yeah.
Throwing a little smoke your way.
No, I get it, but I mean, it's just like anything else, you know. Like you schedule something, like if that person doesn't show up, like you are you gonna hire them? I'm not gonna hire them. They don't show up, even if they do show up to go and like take care of something. Like I'm gonna be like, okay, bye. Like no, we're not working together. So I would just want to work with a shield hero, even though he's got a bit of an attitude. You know, he's got a bit of an attitude, but I would want to work with him just simply by the fact that he is showing up and he's trying to get business done. So just simply because of that.
What were your thoughts on the hooded girl? Her name is a mystery to me right now. But the servant of the tortoise,
The toidle.
how she was saying, the whole reason behind him is to stop the waves. They essentially, her job is to go in, sneak in, and start some wars, start some conflicts, and from the wars they collect the souls, and that's what stops the waves.
And I know we talked about it a little bit. Like the math's not adding up to me, you know, because it's like, okay, we know the waves are there, and the expectation, the bad thing about the waves is they're going to come through and they're going to wipe out a whole bunch of people, if not all the people, which I think that they were predicting all the people. And so, bad thing. But here, the Tweedle, is like, I'm going to go and have my human familiars start wars to get rid of a whole bunch of people and take their souls. And if they don't do it, I'm going to have monsters go out and take care of some business, get me some more souls. And if that doesn't work, I'm waking up and I'm getting business done. And so he's going to kill a bunch of people, take their souls to try and stop the waves. And so that's been his job for a while, apparently. And it's like, so they die in the waves or you kill them? Like, so, I mean, it sounds like you're trying to sound like you're some kind of hero or you're here to, like, keep things safe. But then, like, that just doesn't sound like... I mean, I guess maybe he's saving some people, so he's doing, like, getting rid of some to protect, like, the many? I don't...
It kind of reminds me of, it kind of in a way, not exactly, I understand. It kind of reminds me of the Reapers from Mass Effect.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
They kind of just I don't fucking remember, like 100 years or a few hundred years, something like that. They would come in and just look at civilizations that were a little too, smart for their own good, too intelligent for their own good, may have been doing more damage to the universe than good. And they just wrecked them, because it was for the balance, you know.
Thanos with his snap. Yep. Yep.
Maybe it's a necessary evil. I don't know.
That's what they're trying to push, right? Like that. It seems like they try and push the whole balance kind of thing, and so maybe that is what he's going for. Maybe this is like a necessary balance to him. But Shield Hero definitely doesn't agree with that. I mean, the whole time that they're making these plans, he's like, we need to I don't want like casualties. I don't want anybody trying to go out there and just sacrifice themselves. If you start talking about that, just leave. You're not a part of the conversation anymore. I'm not having it. I'm not going to have anybody going out there doing anything bad. Nothing like that. We don't want to lose people. So
Who do you think broke the whole, who woke up the turtle?
well, the one lady that her name is a mystery. The concubine. I'm going to call her that. She or the hooded lady because concubine's kind of a tough word. The hooded lady.
Spell that.
No.
See,
So she said that nobody else knows how to do it. So according to her, nobody else should be able to do it.
Except
so
like her, like herself and some of her own human like elements, whatever, right? Because didn't she say she knew how to do it?
she said that she knew how to do it. I don't remember her saying anybody else. But does he only have
Or the
one?
heroes, right? Then the heroes could do it too. I thought.
The heroes too?
Yeah, I thought it was like her and the heroes. I thought listen. I might be wrong on that. I might be wrong, but I could have sworn she said her and the heroes are the only ones that are able to do it.
I'll trust you. But then, they did just get done talking about all these other heroes that we don't know too much about. And they kind of just came out of nowhere. And didn't they even attack the Shield Hero towards the end of the last season? they kind of came out a little aggressive. And so it makes you kind of wonder.
Their world, though. It was like this, it was supposed to save their universe.
Yeah.
Was the thing, though. It wasn't just because they were being dicks to them. Like,
they kind of are. They kind of are.
yeah,
but
depends who you ask.
Right. But that could be that whole balance thing again, right? Like, so they're trying to do something to save their place, and so this might be one of their ways that they're trying to accomplish that was by getting rid of this Toidle. Which, how do they know even about the Toidle if they're from other worlds and stuff, But that would be my best guess. It's probably them. If the heroes are able to wake up the Toidle, then I think that it's got to be them. That's the only thing. It has to be. They were already causing so much trouble, so it's got to be them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
One question that I did have, with the hooded lady, when she came in, she was all like, I need to die for this to end, like she kept on saying all that stuff. But she goes and, tells them how she's like all two-faced and all and everything, even though she, just doing her job. She's like, I'm just doing my job. It's no offense to you guys, nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. And so, of course, one of the generals gets a little bit upset, and he's like, you know what? I'm just going to kill you right now. And she's like, that's pointless. You got to go. You got to kill the turtle if you want to. I'm just going to come back. And so it's like, why have you been saying for us to kill you?
Yeah.
And so, unless she's just, maybe she was meaning you need to go kill the turtle to kill me, and that's what she was trying to get at. But that's just a really weird roundabout way of saying that. And so that was just weird.
It seemed like she ran out of a lot of things to say, right? Because then she was like, I'm going to be helpful real quick. I don't know if you noticed now, but if you cut off the turtle's head,
yeah.
You got him. That will stop him. That will slow him down. And dude's like, I don't know if you realize it or not, but most things, when their head's cut off, they're kind of dead.
Yeah. Maybe we would have been surprised if you were like, hey, if you cut his tail off or something, or like...
Or you just grab his tail and you swing him around, and then you spin him, and then you throw him at some bombs or something like that,
Or maybe
you didn't get that reference, did you?
No, go ahead.
Man, that's Super Mario 64.
That's what I figured, but I didn't want to say it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, you were there.
Yeah, I was there, But or maybe he has like a self-destruct button or something like underneath the shell, something like that. If it was something like that, then maybe it makes sense, like then okay, you're bringing the information, but yeah, she really didn't have too much to say to be helpful, so that was over pretty quick, and they were pretty upset about it, reasonably, of course, yeah.
And he's still an interesting character, I'm kind of curious to see what happens and all that. I was a little, I don't know, I wasn't expecting for the mystery to disappear in the next episode, but...
Yeah, there she just goes walking in, and she's like, yeah, this is who I am. So, that's over. That mystery's over. But they still left that entire thing, like, just fighting and everything, trying to figure stuff out. And so they didn't even decide anything that while she was there. So, not only did she not help, but they just didn't even come to any kind of conclusion on like what they were going to do. Everybody was just wanting to like figure out who they were going to sacrifice, and Shield Hero, like we can tell, you know,
He's not about it.
Yeah, he's definitely hardened over the course of the season, you know, and well, last season and going into this one. But yeah, he's definitely got like
He's
a
doing
hard
his thing,
shell.
man.
He's got his hard shell, and he's just like, you know what, you guys figure this out. If you're talking about doing like some kind of suicide mission, like we ain't doing it. I'm out of here. Figure your business out. I'll take care of this on my own. I don't need you guys. So, yeah.
What do you think about what's her name, Rashi or Rashia or whatever, the girl in his squad?
Are you talking about Raftalia?
No, of course not.
Okay,
Oh,
then
man.
I was gonna say
Raftalia.
that's really bad mess up. Like even like I don't even know if I'd mess up that bad on that one. But no, which one's that?
No, it was a mess up that you think I was trying to say Raftalia. That's your mess up.
That is a mess up. Is she the green hair?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That one, that's another name I struggle with. But hey, I know Raftalia, so there we go.
Hey man, you're improving.
I got something.
You're improving.
Nafumi? Nafumi?
For anyone who doesn't get that, go ahead check the first episode of Shield Hero. Amber pronounces Naofumi his name as Nafumi.
Nafumi.
To be exact, is what she said.
And Nafui, okay?
Nafui.
Nafui.
But what are your thoughts on her kind of just eventually wanting to go back to the bow hero? You know,
I mean, I like her just because she's honest, you know, like she's come in this entire time, like with it just plain and simple. Like I like that it's the arrow guy, right? The archer dude.
The bow, yeah.
Yeah. So she's like, I really like that guy. Not hiding it. If there's ever an opportunity, I can go over and join his squad again. Like I will. I'm training specifically to join his squad because I like him. And so she's just very upfront about it. And so I mean, with all of that, like,
Oh, what was that noise?
I couldn't tell what was happening either. So with all that, like nothing against her. I mean, as she gets stronger, I mean, depending on how strong she does get, I mean, right now she's kind of, she needs a lot of assistance, even still, even after joining with the squad officially as a slave or whatever. Even after that, she's still using some different outfits and everything to help her get stronger. So we'll see kind of
like
how she
Philo.
progresses. Yeah, yeah. And so and it was a cute outfit though. It was cute. But like even just with that, like she's still struggling a little bit. So if she gets really strong, it will suck for her to leave the squad. And you know, so I guess the only sucky part about that is like, okay, you get all strong and then you go join his team. And I mean, like he's not like the worst out of the heroes, but like, I mean, come on, like you did all this hard work with the current squad. And
Naofumi and all them, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Raftalia.
they're going to go get all the benefits.
And they've been training with the older lady as well. You know,
Claire, right?
Yeah,
And then
and
then the other, the teacher, who I can't remember her name.
So I mean, yeah, you know, I think she's gonna back out of that whole thing personally.
You think so?
I think unless she's really in love with the dude.
She seems to be. I mean, that's one of the things. Like towards the end of the episode, where they're the hooded lady is really trying to convince her, like, oh, easy fix, like just go make out with him. And
Yeah.
just make the move, you know, just make the move, and like you guys will be together. Like that's all you got to do. I mean, she's apparently extremely experienced, is what she said. So it's worked many a times for her.
Oh yeah,
And
she
so-
did say that. Getting all bashful. And shit.
Yeah. And so, so she seems to be in love, even though right there she said that she's not in love. So according to her, she either hasn't realized it or she's not in love. And so who knows? But everybody else is pretty convinced that she is, and that's probably going to be her move.
That's her main
Yeah.
reason why she'd be going back. Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, I don't judge her just because of I just really appreciate her honesty. So I mean, what are your thoughts on her?
You know what? She's gonna do what you do. You know.
Do what you do.
Just do what you do.
Just
If
do what
you,
you do.
as long as you're true to what your intents are and all that stuff, and you let it out. You know what's the outcome of this whole partnership that you got going on with Naofumi and the crew, and eventually you're just gonna bail on them, and they accepted that, right? So I mean that's another thing to consider. They accepted that. Like,
That's
listen,
true. No hard
This
feelings.
is just like a rental thing, you know. This is we're not signing any letters or anything like that, any contracts. You're not sticking around, nothing like that. You're good. You're good.
Yep.
I wonder how they're gonna get rid of the slave thing though. How do you do that?
I mean, they did that shortly in the last season for Raftalia. I'm
Is she
pretty.
not, is she
Yeah,
not saying no more?
she is. But remember that. Gosh, I'm pretty. I mean, memory could be bad, but I remember that they
You're making
removed
some shit
it.
up right now.
No, I know it happened. Unless I just, I could always be making up. But no, they removed the whole slave thing, and because the Shield Hero doesn't like feeling like he was like forcing that on anybody, and so he did remove that at one point. But then she later was like, I want to do it. I want to do it again. I want to be your slave again. I
Oh,
want
is that when she was still a little girl and all that shit, and now she's like this big,
Yeah. Yeah,
this
yeah,
big, strong woman now, and
Right. Making her own decisions.
making her own decision, kind of looking at Shield Hero a
Yeah.
certain way now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think he still sees her as the little girl. I mean, she grew so fast. So I mean, it's hard not to see her as that little girl still. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, whatever floats the boat, right? I'm not here. Yeah, go and do your thing.
Yeah.
You know.
What do you think about Raphtalia's statements to the Shield Hero? Just basically talking about how she feels like he kind of came off a little heart. Not exactly heartless, but she was just saying that he kind of left a little early. Maybe during the conversation was a little hard on the people. That they have the same kind of interests as him. That they just want to keep their land safe, and that maybe they weren't going about it the right way. But that. That they have the same interests and to maybe address it a little differently.
Yeah, I mean, in the face of danger and doom and gloom and all that stuff, and in the like a face of a 20 story tall turtle,
20 feet, whoa!
20 feet tall.
Oh my goodness!
This thing is going to bulldoze through some towns.
He's gonna step on your toes.
Yeah. No, that's a big turtle still, man.
Yeah, it's a big turtle.
I mean, I just through some conflict and things like that people are gonna make some rash decisions, and they may not have all the time to make certain decisions, so they gotta think on their toes and feel like what's best for them and theirs. And I get it, I understand it. It is a tough situation. I'm not saying that I'd make the best situations. I mean, I'll be real. Let's just be honest with each other. Anyone listening right now on the podcast or on YouTube, if you had you and your fam, that's number one.
Yeah, it is.
That's number one.
It's number one.
It would even like cross my mind for a second if there's a moment where like you and little man, our little dude, is in danger, and then like there's a random guy I don't know. It's that scenario. It's tough. It's tough. We getting kind of cold right now, Dip Down. I know, but like I'm just trying to tell you, just put yourself in their shoes, and you can understand why they would maybe not take a second to maybe see, is there a way so I could save Amber and Link and this dude if they have maybe the seconds to spare. So I'm not saying I don't think they're evil is all I'm saying. I don't think they're evil. I don't think no one would say I was evil for trying to save you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I just
feel like they would always. Everybody throws out the like, well, how come you're not going to find a way to save everybody, And it does come down to like, if you don't have a lot of time, and you just got to make these quick decisions. I mean, it's tough.
Hey, listen, everybody wants to be the hero, right? In their story, everyone would like to think in a horror game scenario, real world. They think they would be, Leon or something like that, or Chris Redfield, and they'd be gunning down some bitches and some zombies, Like they would like to think that.
Yeah.
But more than likely, they could be hiding their ass in a locker. More than likely. I guess not everybody. I know. There are some people who they down to throw some grenades, throw the smoke, and let those the undead get it. But that's not everyone. So, again, I don't think they're evil for some of the stuff they were saying. I just think they're in a really shitty situation, and they were just doing what they thought was best for theirs, and maybe under a little less pressure.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they could have sat down and thought a little more rational about what is happening, and maybe give it some better thought.
Yep.
But and at first glance, it's just like, yo, I gotta protect me.
Yep.
I gotta protect me.
Yep. And kind of towards after like talking about it, maybe coming to just the realization that like trying to save these other towns, I mean, in turn does save my town because, I mean, he's going after everybody. So we need to just stop him as soon as possible. And so, I mean, waiting or letting anything happen to anybody. Like, it's not going to be good for anyone. So just trying to get rid of this guy as soon as possible and to stop bickering amongst themselves. And then Shield Hero apparently came in, took care of business, got everybody in line, working together, starting the plan to like pin him down basically, and then they're supposed to finish him off, which I don't think that they've come up with a plan yet on how are we going to get this giant head just knocked off. So, I mean, Raftalia, she's like looking at her little butter knife and she's like, yeah, this is not going to cut it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, no idea what's going to work with that. Like, what, I mean, I feel like we're going to have to bring maybe Chaos Shield in on that. I don't know what we're going to have to get in on that. What special moves we got, like what we got.
What do you think about that Raftalia little pep talk she gave Shield Hero? Right before they started marching and all that stuff. I thought they were just going to start locking lips for a second, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It definitely, you can tell that she is very bonded to him. And, like, he does care about her. But I don't think that he's, like, seeing that growth in the feelings, and just how much she, like, cares about him and respects him and just all that kind of stuff. I don't think he necessarily is seeing all that, but he definitely cares about her. So, yeah, well, his whole crew. But
His whole crew.
His whole crew. Yeah.
Philo, Raftalia, and then the other girl, just her name, whatever. I can't remember her name. It's okay. No worries about it. It's fine. So, what do you think we go from here? What do you think is gonna happen next? I mean, are we gonna see some more of the 7-star heroes? Are we gonna get right to the nitty gritty? We about to start, bumping knuckles with the turtle. What's happening? What do you think we would do next?
I think we're taking out the turtle. I think it's.
You think we're taking out the turtle? You think one episode to take out this turtle?
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're going to take care of the turtle, and then that's going to foil the plans possibly of these new heroes, and then they're going to come out from the shadows and be like, okay, well, we're going to try and handle business ourselves again. So we're going to be reintroduced to them with some more epic battles, and I think. Well, I mean, if we draw out the turtle fight.
Turtle fight.
So I mean, from what it sounds like, the hooded lady.
Do you think he likes pizza? You think he likes pizza?
I think he likes people pizza. Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. 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 It's definitely not vegan pepperoni. That's for sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa. Hey.
Yeah. But the hooded lady, she said, you kill the turtle and it kills her, right? And so, I mean, do you think that means that, like, are we going to have some big heartfelt goodbye to her, like, whenever this turtle goes?
Do you think we're going to get attached to her and all that stuff?
I'm betting that it's going to be one of those typical, like, anime, moments where they have this really big scene, just maybe even a whole episode or so, just really getting you to have feels for her, everything she's gone through, all the things that she's accomplished, making the funnies, making the ha-has. And so you're going to hate for her to go. And then that they got to make the terrible choice about, like, what do we do about this turtle then? Because, yeah.
What the fuck? What do you mean? They're going to fucking kill the turtle.
Maybe they build a giant aquarium.
Nobody concerned about the girl that no one knows her name.
They care, okay? I
mean,
they were having some big moments.
Listen,
she was doing her job, okay? She was doing her job. I mean, don't tell me that you haven't had, like, some issues pop up where you just had to, like, tell a little fib or something.
So, listen, so you're telling me someone hires some dude to fuck with you, and he slashes your tires, you go out to the driveway, the dude standing there, he's like, hey, I'm just doing my job.
And I'm like, hey, we all got to eat, right? Like,
that's you?
Continue.
That's you?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm just like, all right.
Just go on to the next. I'll see you next week when you bust my windows next week.
Like, it was good seeing you.
Wow, get out of here. Ain't nobody worried about her. No one's that concerned with her that they're not going to kill this turtle.
What you do in that situation is then you pay him more, and you're like, all right, now go take care of that other person. And so then it becomes this battle of who has the most money.
Are you still back at the driveway, the slash tires?
I'm back at the driveway.
Oh, man.
I already told you what's going to happen with the turtle is we're going to build a giant aquarium, and then he's going to be fine.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if there's not a giant aquarium in the next episode, we might have to cancel you.
I mean, what are your final thoughts? How
I
we
mean,
ended
you
this?
pretty much hit it right on the head.
Okay.
At least in the beginning of
Oh, okay.
of your little story there,
Oh, okay.
with the whole, the 7 heroes are gonna pop out, or some hero that's still trying to take out the Shield Hero, to save their universe or whatever. It's gonna pop out, and there's gonna be some epic fight. I think the turtle's gonna go. I don't know if he's gonna go on one episode.
That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling one episode.
I don't know.
I mean, they're
man.
quick about this business, They're not going to have the same issue like next episode where they're going to be like, we still haven't figured out about how we're going to knock this head off. We still haven't
I
figured
think it's
they're
gonna
not
be
gonna do
like
that.
2 episodes, 3 max for the turtle.
You think so?
2 episodes, 3 episodes max.
Yeah, I don't know. I have just the Shield Hero. He handles business. Yeah, yeah. He gets stuff done. He shows up to the meetings, and he just gets stuff done. That's what he does. Yeah, gets stuff done.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, what is it, like 12 episodes?
Yeah,
roughly. So I know they gotta get through it really quickly.
Yep.
But I'm thinking 2 episodes minimum, 3 max. Probably leaning towards 2, and then we're gonna get to the real big bads, the real antagonists, and see who's behind all these these little jobs, these little side jobs. You know. But that's kind of where I'm at with it. All right. Any other final words? Nothing? You got any little prep talk for the Shield Hero?
No, I don't think so. I'm good.
No.
I got it all.
Hey,
We did
all right,
good.
man. Hey, well, that's another episode in the book, guys. Thanks so much. That is season 2, episode 1 of the Shield Hero. We hope you like it. We hope you stick around for the rest of the season as we dig deeper into the season and figure out what happens, what's going on.
Yeah.
And just stick around with us. We appreciate it. Go ahead again, like, subscribe, follow, all those things. Like the video on YouTube; it helps us out. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't, well, I guess you're gonna hit a thumbs down. It is what it is. I can't control your fingers. It's all right though. Check out the Teespring shop again. I'll have the link in the description because I don't know what the hell I am telling you guys whenever I give it on the live shows. But yeah, other than that, be on the lookout for some other stuff. We got Spy Family coming out. So that's going to be exciting. I'm pretty excited about that. We also got one more thing coming out here soon. But we're going to give you a little, here's a little sneak peek into it. And then just check it out real fast. Yeah.
That is nice.
So that's the intro. That is the intro for our second show that we started. I mean, really, we have like 3 shows.
Yeah,
Really,
it's
we have
3.
the gaming show, which is always the live show Thursday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to check that out, the last one we did, this most recently, was Off the Hook. It was awesome.
It was so good.
Yeah, we had the most engagement in the chat we've ever had, so that was pretty fun. So that's the game show. Then we have the anime show. Now we're gonna do this. Still related to gaming, but it's very, very narrowed down to horror games. We're gonna deep dive into a lot of that specific genre and just talk about the lore, our gameplay, walkthrough, things like that of our experience. So, Games in the Dark. Be on the lookout for that. It is coming out very, very soon. But without further ado,
I never know.
Huh.
Without further ado.
Without further ado, my name is Stevie Ray.
And I'm Amber.
And this is a dip. We'll see you. We're gonna be seeing you guys pretty often. We'll have to be dropping that content. I can't say next week no more because you're gonna be seeing us. You're gonna be seeing us. Just you wait. We're moving up. It's about to be worldwide.